Welcome to Specialisation, Innovation in Curriculum and Pedagogy. This is the final specialisation unit that really brings together and helps you to apply your understandings of the previous specialisation units to consider innovations in curriculum and pedagogy in secondary education. So you will look at innovation in terms of your two specialist areas of study. You will consider policy, theory, and practice, and how that relates to innovations of education, including the challenges of innovating in secondary schools. You're going to consider the ways teachers advocate for change and the features of innovation and design. So this unit really centers around three core questions. One, what drives innovation in secondary schools? Two, what is teacher innovation and change and how that affects student outcomes? And three, how do I innovate and make change in the future? So there are three core questions here, and from that, your understandings around those three questions will be developed through in-class activities, obviously Department of Education and Training policy and standards, study guides, the FISO cycle, and the Excellence in Teaching and Learning documents. And which is really important, we connect these to different theoretical practices and approaches. And of course, your evening workshops, which are led by experienced teacher practitioners, and you have some in-class based assessments as well. So this is the structure of the weeks for this year. We have two 2-hour classes in week 1 and 2, so our normal tutorials. Okay. Then we have weeks 3, 4, and 5 and 6 where you're on placement. Week 7, we have a 2-hour class, and weeks 8 and 9, you don't have a 2-hour class. And then weeks 10, 11, and 12, again, a 2-hour class on those weeks. You'll notice here that the specialisation workshops look a little bit different to previous deliveries. We have specialisation workshop 1 split over 2 weeks. The first session for 2.5 hours is delivered on a Wednesday night at 5:45 until 8:15 in week 2. Okay, so you'll have that 2-hour tutorial plus you'll have the 2.5-hour workshop. Okay, then we're split because of placement. Okay, so week 7, you'll have the second part of workshop 1. Okay, session 2, which again is on a Wednesday at 5:45 to 8:15. Then in lieu of the workshops, you have these 2 weeks free of tutorials. Okay, so you have no tutorials to attend that week, but you have the 2 specialisation workshops split over the 2 weeks. So session 1 for workshop 2 falls on the Wednesday of week 8 at 5:45 to 8:15, and the session 2 is in week 9 at the same Wednesday and 5:45. I'll discuss the workshops and the components of the workshops in more detail in a second, but we have workshop 1 being facilitated by the workshop teacher, and that's a hurdle task. Okay, so there's no assessment associated with this one. And then this workshop 2 is associated with the assessment. You have an in-class assessment in week 12 as well. So these workshops are engaging hands-on practical activities. Okay, they're part of online modules which have been created by the workshop teachers to help you develop knowledge and understandings and expertise in your specialisation areas for senior secondary. They are there to help inform your assessments, but also to help inform your teaching moving forward after you graduate. And the graduate teachers also mark assessment too, which is worth 40%. So in these workshops, the teachers will share their expertise in innovation when working in secondary schools. They'll share the challenges and, the successes they've had in their specialisation. They will present clear examples to you in a way that you'll be able to participate during the sessions. So either in the online modules in terms of activities, to understand how it might work in your future classroom. They will explore ideas around the complexities of teachers being innovative. And it could be around the areas of, identifying a problem, change, uncertainty, complexity, the constraints in innovation. Communication, what's required. Collaboration, what it means to collaborate in terms of innovation. Management and evaluation of the process. Challenges, successes, and leadership. So the structure of the workshops will be communicated to you closer to the time. But we have had great feedback in terms of the online modules. And now we've got this added experience of the workshop teachers coming in and having Zoom sessions with you to provide you feedback during those sessions and, provide evaluations of the quality of your work in the assessment task too. So really utilize those online 1 hour, time slot where the teacher comes in to help you with your online support. Good luck in the unit, and we hope you enjoy.